Peppa and the Big Train. Today, Peppa and her friends are going on a train ride together. Hooray! They all cheer excitedly. Mr. Rabbit is the station master. He checks all the tickets. Tickets, please. Chug, chug, choo, choo, toot, toot. Miss Rabbit is driving the train. Here comes the big train, cheers Peppa. All aboard, says Mr. Rabbit. Then he waves a flag and blows his whistle. The doors shut, clank, clank, and the train leaves. Chugga, 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 chugga. Here are your activity sheets, says Madame Gazelle. You have to spot a boat, a red light, and a tunnel on the train ride. I see some trees, shouts Peppa. Are trees on the list? Asks Emily Elephant. No, replies Peppa. I see clouds, cheers Susie Sheep. Are clouds on the list? Asks Candy Cat. No, replies Susie. I see Grandad Dog, shouts Peppa. Is Grandad Dog on the list? Grandad Dog isn't on it, laughs Danny Dog. But he is sailing a boat, says Rebecca Rabbit. And the boat is on the list, adds Zoe Zebra. Hooray! Everyone cheers. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, the train rides on the track, sing the children. Suddenly the train screeches to a halt. Bonk, bonk. The ducks cross the track. A red light, cries Peppa. That's on our list. Oh, sighs Emily Elephant. We still haven't seen a tunnel. Just then, the train goes dark. We're in a tunnel, cries Susie Sheep. Hooray! Cheer all their friends. The tunnel is the last thing on their sheets. Last stop, cries Miss Rabbit. Everybody off. But how are we getting home? Asks Peppa. We are home, Peppa, says Madame Gazelle. The children were so busy spotting things, they didn't notice that the great big train had gone in a great big circle. The end. Peppa goes camping. Today, Peppa and George are very excited. They are going on holiday. Daddy Pig has a surprise. It's a camper van, grunts Daddy Pig. Wow! gasp Peppa and George. We're going on a holiday, sings Peppa. We're going on a holiday in our camper van. Says Daddy Pig, looking at the map. Daddy Pig, cries Mummy Pig, are we lost? Well, begins Daddy Pig. Yes. Grandad Dog and Danny Dog arrive. Hello, calls out Peppa. We're lost. Lost? asks Grandad Dog, confused. Is your sat-nav broken? Peppa, George, Mummy and Daddy Pig don't know what a sat-nav is. Sat-nav is a computer that helps you find your way, explains Grandad Dog. Welcome to the car of the future, bleeps the sat-nav. Can you tell us where to go? asks Peppa. Go straight, replies the sat-nav. Daddy Pig thanks Grandad Dog and the family continue on their way. We're going on a holiday, sings Peppa. We're going on holiday in our camper van. Suddenly the camper van is low on oil, but Daddy Pig can't find the engine. Mummy Sheep and Susie Sheep arrive in their car. Hello, Susie, cries Peppa. We've lost our engine. Lost your engine? replies Mummy Sheep. I don't know a thing about engines, says Mummy Sheep, but I'll have a look. I'm probably wrong, but this looks like an engine, says Mummy Sheep, lifting the boot. Well spotted, Mummy Sheep, gasped Daddy Pig, pouring oil into the engine. Daddy Pig thanks Mummy Sheep, and the family are off again. Are we nearly there yet? asked Peppa, sighing. Just up the next hill, says the sat-nav. You have reached your destination, says the sat-nav when they get to the top of a steep hill. Hooray! Everyone cheers. Time for bed, says Mummy Pig. Peppa and George put on their pyjamas. But where will we sleep? asked Peppa. Mummy Pig and I will sleep on this bed, says Daddy Pig, pressing a button. Ta-da! A lovely big bed appears in the room. And you two will sleep upstairs, like you always do, says Mummy Pig. Watch this, says Daddy Pig, pressing another button. Suddenly the camper van's roof lifts up and a bunk bed appears. Daddy Pig tucks Peppa and George into bed. The camper van is just like our little house, says Peppa. Good night, everyone, says the sat-nav. Sleep well. The end. George's racing car. Peppa, George, Daddy Pig and Grandpa Pig are watching racing cars on television. It's such a lovely day, you should go outside and play, Granny Pig says. What shall we do? asked Daddy Pig. says George. George wants to play racing cars, sighs Peppa. Let's build him one, says Grandpa Pig. He finds an old pram in his shed. Clever Grandpa Pig turns the pram into a pedal car. Wow! What's your favourite number, George? asks Daddy Pig. George replies. Daddy Pig paints a big 2 on the car's bonnet. Along come Danny Dog, Zoe Zebra and Pedro Pony. Look at George's racing car, says Peppa. We'll race you 3 times around the garden, George, they cry. Go! Peppa shouts, waving a checkered flag. At the end of lap 2, George is in the lead until one of his wheels comes off.
I'm the chief mechanic,
cries Peppa.
I can fix it.
George gets back in the race, but now he's last.
Oh no!
Granny Pig comes outside to see what the noise is all about. Come on, George, she shouts. Meow, he says, pedaling as fast as he can. Go, George, go! Snort Peppa, Daddy Pig and Grandpa Pig. George finally takes the lead and zooms across the finishing line. George is the winner, declares Grandpa Pig. Well done, George, says Peppa.
You're the best racing driver in the whole world.
George agrees. And you've got the best chief mechanic in the whole world too, adds Daddy Pig.
Yes, that's me,
says Peppa, pointing to herself proudly. Everyone laughs. The end. Around the World with Peppa. It is almost summer break. Peppa is outside with her friends.
What are you doing this summer?
asks Wendy Wolf.
I am going to the park,
says Peppa. Peppa is excited. She is going to spend the summer jumping in lots of muddy puddles.
Hooray! I'm going to the jungle,
said Pedro Pony.
Wow! We are going to the desert,
said Emily and Edmund Elephant.
I'm going to the mountains,
said Danny Dog.
I'm going to the South Pole,
said Susie Sheep. The next day, Peppa and her family are driving to the park. The car goes chugga 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 bang clang bong. Oh dear, says Daddy Pig. The car broke down. Mammy Pig calls for help.
Look,
says Peppa.
Here comes Miss Rabbit.
Hooray! Miss Rabbit says it will take all day to fix the car.
Do not worry, she says. You can borrow my airplane.
Everyone climbs into the airplane. Mummy Pig wants to drive. Are we supposed to be upside down? Asked Daddy Pig. Our next stop is the park, says Mummy Pig.
To jump in muddy puddles,
cheers Peppa. Daddy Pig opens his map. I see some trees, he says. This must be the park.
Where are the swings and slides?
asks Peppa. This looks like a jungle, says Mummy Pig. Peppa's friend Pedro is in the jungle. Mummy Pig lands the plane on the ground. They find Pedro.
This jungle is fun,
says Pedro.
There are parrots and monkeys. Can we visit my other friends too?
asks Peppa. Of course, says Mummy Pig. It is Daddy Pig's turn to fly the airplane. Where next? he asks.
Danny Dog is in the mountains,
says Peppa. Danny Dog is climbing a big mountain with Captain Dog. Daddy Pig lands the airplane on the mountain.
Hello, Danny,
shouts Peppa.
This mountain is very high.
Peppa and her family fly away again. Soon, Daddy Pig sees spots of yellow sand.
Wow!
It must be the desert, he says. Mummy Pig lands the airplane on the sand. It is not easy. They find Emily and Edmund Elephant. We saw a lizard, says Edmund. It must be shy because it ran away. Then the lizard jumps on a rock. There it is, Daddy Pig shouts. He scares the lizard away again. Oh no! Dr. Elephant sighs. Do you have other people to visit? He asks. Next, they fly to the South Pole. There are lots of penguins, and Susie is there.
Hooray!
Peppa,
Says Susie. Peppa and Susie are best friends. They are very happy to see each other again. Peppa has fun with Susie and the penguins, but Peppa still has to go to the park. Peppa and her family get in the plane. They fly back around the world to get home.
hello, Miss Rabbit,
Says Peppa.
we flew all the way around the world. Wonderful, your car is working again,
Says Miss Rabbit. Peppa and George climb inside.
Flying around the world was nice,
Says Peppa.
but something was missing. A muddy puddle.
The end.